Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CSL West Georgia. At this time, we're going to welcome Cheryl as she starts our service today with a beautiful meditation.
And if anyone is new, this is a time where we just take a few minutes just to get quiet and to center ourselves and to feel that present that we are. So you mentally close your eyes and start to take some deep breaths. And on the exhale, let's just feel all those little muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, face just begin to get soft and just to relax. And as we take deep breaths on the exhale, let's just release that face and head and let that wave relaxation pass down through the neck and the shoulders. And as we exhale, we just let that over the arms and out through the fingertips. And again through the torso and down through the thighs and the calves. And out the feet. And as we gently bring our focus back to the forehead, to that single eye or the third eye, we just focus on that inner space. That inner space where we begin to see and feel the essence that we are, the spirit that we are. And as we continue to breathe deeply, we just gently let go and focus on that inner space. And as we do, we imagine our favorite place, our favorite weather, our favorite scene. And as we feel ourselves and see ourselves in that scene, we begin to feel a connectedness with all nature, all of the universe. For we are connected to that divine order. And now as we release all cares and we surrender to this divine order, we just take a moment to do that. And so as we go forth this week, we just carry this surrender to our inner essence, our divine order, a power personality. And we know we can come here this week at any.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was beautiful as always. I usually go somewhere. Today I went with the music. Yeah, I was visualizing the gentleman playing that beautiful flute. It was lovely. Thank you. All right, now that I've made my little announcement for the morning where I was, let's all join together this morning in doing our vision and mission statement together. Please stand if you would. And we will read together our mission statement. CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. And our declaration of principles. I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now and I rejoice in it. And so it is.
Everybody remain standing, please, for our welcome song. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place, right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Whose soul is welcome here? Your soul is welcome here. 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 Uh-huh. Your soul is welcome here. 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 Right here. Right now. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here.
They're up and at 'em. Now we're going to have our
Morning, everyone. Okay. The reading to right, it cancels and erases everything unlike itself. It answers every question, solves all problems, is the solution to every difficulty. It is obscurity and life in a celestial glory. Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind. I know the truth. There is only one God, the all in all. Spirit is mind. Within there is spirit. In this consciousness, I am fully aligned with truth. I am empowered and informed by the perfection of spirit. Its flow is constant and sure, and I am centered in it, knowing all answers reside within. I relax and I accept that all I need to know presents itself perfectly. Surrender anything unlike truth, infinite intelligence, allowing understanding to flow through my every thought, action. I surrender to my inherent awareness, I confident and joyfully live my life with certainty. I am grateful for truth and the form it takes. I rejoice as I release my word to divine and let love flow. And so it is.
It is. Thank you. Connie, I have a song for you. After this beautiful spring we've had, we thought we would celebrate the world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me, and I think to myself, wonderful world. Was a day, the dark, sacred, and I think to myself, you. Go ahead. I hear babies cry and grow. They'll learn so much more than I will. And I think to myself, yes, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also the faces of the people gone by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I see them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what do you know? In the sky, all those faces, people, how do you do? They're saying it's all they're much more than ever. And I think
Beautiful singing, beautiful harmonies. Thank you, ladies. Gorgeous as always. And next, gorgeous always, the wearing her darling shirt. This is Faith. And I was listening this morning all about faith with daughter. Because Dorothea mentioned she's talking today. So we are thrilled to have her again. Please welcome Dorothea.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you as always. Okay, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, CSL West Georgia. Good morning, everyone else. Let's start with a prayer. Okay. Infinite. So we gather today and for this moment, that light eternal, that spirit is never born, never dies, and that every soul is forever held in the embrace of divine love. Today, we open to greater understanding, fear, and welcome wonder, and we release fear. Today, I want to begin with a question. What if death is not an ending? What if it's simply a continuation of life in another form? Ernest Holmes taught that life is eternal. He said, we are not bodies possessing souls. We are souls using a body. The body changes, the soul remains. One of my favorite ideas from the science of mind is that God is not somewhere else. God is everywhere, right where we are, right where Deborah is, right where every person we have ever loved continues to exist. Holmes writes that life cannot be separated from itself. It is life, and life is eternal. True essence of who we are can die. Think about that for a moment. Not can never die someday. Not might continue. It cannot die. The wave may disappear from sight, but it never leaves the ocean. The leaf may fall from the tree, but life within the tree continues. The sunset disappears from our horizon, but it has not disappeared from our existence. And perhaps what we call death is something very similar. Perhaps death is simply a change of visibility. The soul moves from one room of God's house into another room. Now, I know that for many people, this is not merely a philosophical question. For many of us, it becomes personal, especially when someone we love makes that transition. And recently, our beloved Deborah Worthy made hers. Many of us have been reflecting on her life, her contributions, her friendship, and her beautiful imprint she left on this community. And when someone we love leaves the physical plane, we naturally begin to ask questions about the soul. What is it? Where does it go? Does life continue? Does consciousness continue? Can love survive a physical death? Humanity has been asking them and asking everyone these questions at the beginning of time. And today I want to explore them with you together. Not through dogma, not through possibility, through spiritual principle, through personal experience, and through a little childlike wonder. Because if it's one thing I have learned on my spiritual journey, is that the soul's journey is far more magnificent than we often imagine. And a way of looking at life that has brought me tremendous comfort. And like every journey, it comes with a few surprises. So I call this talk Soul's Journey with a few surprises. Because if there's one thing I've learned, that soul always has a plan. But it also seems to enjoy surprises. We are more than this life. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Spiritual Living Center, Religious Science, and the author of The Science of Mind, held a philosophy that aligns closely with the points just listed. His teaching emphasizes that there are only one fundamental reality, and that every individual is a unique expression or an individualization of infinite spirit. Now, here's how his philosophy views the soul as an individual spirit. Holmes taught that the soul is individualized. He viewed God as one indestructible, absolute, self-existent cause that can manifest itself through all creation. Because God is omnipotent, is not, but lives in and through it. You are a microcosm of unique personalized experiences. The indestructible life, because life is synonymous with the divine, it cannot be destroyed. Holmes taught that what we often fear as death is simply the changing of form. As he noted, death is a human concept. The transition from the visibility to the invisible is the change in a state, not the cessation of an existence. The body as an instrument. Holmes spoke of the threefold nature of reality: spirit, soul, and law, which is subjectivity, and the body. View the body as the manifest universe or the objective world. It is an effect, not cause. Just as a musician uses an instrument to express music, spirit uses the body and the physical world as a vehicle for self-expression. Now, there's an evolution through this existence, and I'm just giving you a little background. Holmes' view, the soul, is forever and forever expanding. He believed in a divine urge within everyone to know more, to be more, to express more. Experience is the mechanism for this growth. The unfoldment of consciousness is the journey of soul moving from a place of perceived separation toward the full realization of its inherent oneness with the divine. So, in essence, Holmes would agree that your existence is an ongoing unfoldment of the divine. His teaching encourages you to recognize that because you are an expression of the infinite, indestructible spirit, your current experience, no matter what the external circumstances may be, is a part of a grand unfolding process of the soul realizing its own nature. Many years ago, I became curious about the idea of the soul. Curious enough to explore past life regression work. What I experienced changed my understanding of life forever. One of the great life came through past life work. I had several regressions over the years. Now, do you believe in this life or not? That's not the point. The point is that these experiences changed how I looked at life. And during these regressions, I experienced what felt like other lifetimes, different countries, different faces, different circumstances, different identities, all in me. Yet there was something familiar. And the reason why it was all in me, it was the soul. My soul was the same essence in all those faces, in all those countries, in all those circumstances. The same awareness, but I was wearing a different costume. I was the same actor, but a different role. I was the same soul. I began realizing something profound. Maybe we are not human beings trying to become spiritual. Maybe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Ernest Holmes taught that life is eternal. Life is eternal, not temporary and not fragile, and definitely not limited to the physical body. Eternal. And if life is eternal, perhaps death is simply a doorway, not an ending, not a transition, not a graduation, but a continuation. Think about it. Every night you go to sleep. Every night you go to sleep. You leave this day's activities, today's worries, you leave today's conversations, yet you wake up tomorrow and continue. The soul may do something very similar. It simply wakes up somewhere else. A new chapter, a larger room, a bigger understanding. Perhaps death isn't the opposite of life. Perhaps death is simply another expression of life. Turn to someone beside you and say, you are more than this moment. Now tell them, and look around, you are more than this lifetime. Because I believe that's true. I was regressed by a friend. I had several friends that do regression, but this was starting out and she needed subjects. I was one of them. And I was regressed with her technique. And when I opened my eyes, my home was a forest. My home was a forest, and I was green. When I looked at myself and my hands, I was green. And my clothing looked like it was foliage, just forest. And I was walking and just walking, and then a person that was green was behind me. But I didn't say anything to that person. I just kept walking. And then another person joined. I didn't say anything to that. I just kept walking. And then other beings or people joined. I was just walking. And before you know it, it was a crowd behind me. And I was just walking. And I saw a big rock. And I sat on that rock, not facing the crowd. But when I glanced back, the crowd sat down. And I got up and I continued to walk. They got up and they continued to follow. That was one regression. Very interesting. Now, in our audience, one of our cherished members, Nelta Skara, is a regressionist. I had regressions with her. One, enter, and two, well, I had four, I think. Two with her privately and two here. And every time I'm a child, I was a child in a large kingdom, but I stayed in the forest, in the wood, friends who were nature. I stayed with them. And when I finally went home, I had an older sister who always said, "You always escape when it's time to do work." Where were you? I remember her. And then another time with Nelta, I think I was in New York, but I was a child with freckles and red curly hair. And at that time, I wanted to get to the soda shop. That's all I wanted to do was get to the soda shop. It was cars everywhere. And I was by myself. And I finally got to the soda shop and I sat on I got myself on the stool. And I think the soda fountain pusher asked me where my dad was. And I don't remember what I said. I know I wanted a chocolate egg cream soda. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. I noticed in all of my regressions, I was childlike. Isn't it something said childlike? The innocence of children. We, as children, believe. We don't doubt. We just embrace and take it all in. And every one of my regressions, except for the green lady, child, I do suggest at some point in time, you guys get in touch with Nelta. It will change your way of looking at who you are presently. The Little Soul and the Sun. Woo, this is my favorite book. A children's book, but it's my favorite book. And it's by Neil Donald Walsh. The guy who wrote the book on Conversations with God, 1 and 2, I think 3 as well, I'm not sure. He written a children's story, but it contains wisdom enough for adults. And the story begins with a little talking to God. The little soul says, "I want to know who I really am." God says, "You are light." The little soul says, "That's wonderful, but I want to experience being light." And that's where the story becomes beautiful. The others volunteer to help the little soul. One soul says, "I'll help experience forgiveness." Other little soul says, "How?" The soul replies, "I'll do something terrible to you, And then you'll have an opportunity to forgive me. Another soul says, I'll help you experience compassion. Another soul says, I'll help you experience patience. Another says, I'll help you experience courage. Suddenly, life looks different. What if some of the people who challenged us weren't really our enemies? What if they were soul agreement? What if before coming here, we sat around in a heavenly conference at a table making plans for our journey? What if we said, I need forgiveness, I need courage? And another soul volunteered and said, I'll help. I know some of you are thinking, Dorothea, if I made an agreement, I need to have a conversation with myself. But what if it's true? What if it's true? What if the people who challenged us most actually helped us grow the most? What if every experience carried a gift? I do believe that. What if every challenge was a part of a larger curriculum? I do believe that. Then life stops being a punishment and starting an education, because my philosophy is life is a classroom and we're here to learn. That is one of my favorite books by Neil Donald Walsh. Whenever I talk to people and they're having challenges, I refer them to a story such as that, because every person in our lives is a contract. Everyone is a contract. And we either pass, go to the next grade, or we have much more learning to do, and we're just left back a little bit. As I thought about Deborah this week, my beloved member who transitioned, Deborah taught me lessons. She taught lessons of service, commitment, amazing friendship, dedication, showing up. Oh my gosh, she was love. And she helped build this center. And many people don't know that. When this place was a little more than a wasteland of despair and snakes, Deborah was here, making it what it is today, painting the walls, arranging furniture, putting furniture together, telling you, creating order from chaos, helping build what many of us now enjoy. Her fingerprint is everywhere, not physically, spiritually, in every chair, at every table, in every inch of this room. Her memory is still here. Her friendship is still the last. I hear Deborah. love leaves traces always. It's just such a wonderful moment. Deborah was an amazing person. And I know she was a part of my contract. I have a few more, but I think I learned her lesson well. The thing I've learned after the year of readings and spiritual work and regressions and conversations and this work with Ernest Holmes and with people I walk life with every day. The soul does not seem afraid of death. Now, the soul does not seem afraid of death. People are afraid of death. The soul doesn't have an opinion because the soul understands something we've forgotten. It knows where it came from, and it knows where it's going. It remembers what we temporarily forget. The soul understands that life continues in different forms and in different essence and different expressions. The soul understands the spirit. Imagine a wave in the ocean. The wave rises, the wave dances, the wave sparkles in the glistening sunlight or in sunset. It glistens. Then it returns to the sea. Did it die? No. It simply returned to what it always was, the ocean. Perhaps that's us. We rise for a while, we dance for a while, we sparkle for a while. Then we return to infinite presence from which we all came. We're not lost. We're not gone. We've returned. That's who we are. We are more than just sitting in our seats. We are magnificent, marvelous beings. And enjoying this human experience, which is just an experience. The power of the soul ability to understand and to resolve all difficulties. All difficulties. If we allow it, the soul. I know I can't remember ever being a little Caucasian girl with big red curls, but I was. And you guys have had many experiences on the soul plane as well. We had all these experiences because we came here to love. Let's just cut to the chase. We came here to be unconditional. We came to love each and every person because I believe we've been each and every person at some soul time. And some of the people who are giving us difficulties, whether we like it or not, we may have a soul tie. And all you have to do is forgive. Understand what compassion looks like, what it feels like. I wasn't raised by scholars. I was loving people who did the best they can with what they knew. But it was my job to go into the world to learn more. I couldn't stop at their teaching. I had to go into the world and learn more. So when I hear people say, my mama didn't raise me that way, no, you were supposed to go into the world to learn more, to expand, to grow, explore. You don't stop at your mama's teachings. You can't know the soul and God if you don't explore. And I have always been in church. And my mother, my parents, they weren't churchgoers. But I was at 11. I went with the neighbors. I got up and dressed myself and I went. So it's just in me to know more, to explore more. Today we honor Deborah, but we also celebrate her and we celebrate each and every one of you because the soul's journey did not end. It simply changed direction. A few surprises, the soul journey, a new chapter, the soul journey, a new adventure, the soul's journey. And if there is one thing I want to remember today is this: you are not your body. You are not your age. You are not your circumstances. You are not your challenges. You are an eternal soul having a temporary experience. You existed before this moment. You will exist after this moment. And every person you have ever loved exists within the infinite presence of God along with you. Life is forever expressing itself. Life is forever expanding. Life is forever becoming, forever loving. The soul's journey continues always, always. I would like to close with this prayer. Infinite Spirit, we give thanks for the gift of life. We give thanks for Deborah. I'm tongue-tied when I say her name. And for every blessing she brought into our lives. We give thanks for the certainty that love never dies. As we leave this place, may we walk with greater peace, greater faith, and greater wonder. May we remember that we are eternal beings on an extraordinary journey. And may we trust the road ahead, even when it contains a few surprises. For life is good, love is real, and the soul goes, and so it is. Amen.
Connie and I have a song for you. It's by Karen Drucker. I like it a lot. We like it a lot, don't we, Connie? Yes. Here she comes. All right. The name of this song is There's a Song in My Soul. He a song in my soul. It sings I am home. Everywhere I go, it sings I am home.
There's a song in my soul. Sings I am whole. Everywhere I go, sings I'm whole.
I am home.
I am 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 whole.
There's a song in my soul. It sings I am healed. A breath of drink and know that I am healed.
There's a song in my soul.
Uh-huh.
It sings I am healed. I take a breath and know I am healed. 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 I am healed.
There's a song in my soul. It sings I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved.
There's a song in my heart. It sings I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. I am loved. I am loved.
I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. You are loved. This is a happy song. You wish you had somebody play There's a song in my soul. It sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside. Pure, sweet joy.
There's a song in my soul. It sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside.
I am joy. 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 There's a song in my soul. It sings I am loved. Oh. A baby gray spirit. I am loved. Song in my soul.
My soul.
It sings I am loved. A baby gray spirit. I am loved. 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 I am loved.
I am healed.
I am healed.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am joy.
I am joy. I am hope.
I am hope.
I am healed.
I am healed.
I am love.
I am love.
I am joy. I am peace.
I am peace.
I am well.
I am well.
All is well.
All is
I
well.
am well.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was fun.
Perky music. Great. Thank you, girls. Now we come to the part of our service, conscious giving. Oops. Money is a spiritual activity. Spiritual giving is an opportunity to express our gratitude and open our consciousness to receive greater abundance. It is the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. We have 3 ways to give here at CSL West Georgia. A check in the envelope found in your. You can donate online by accessing your personal Breeze account using the Breeze mobile app on your phone. You can also donate electronically with your phone by using the information on the back of the bulletin. This information is being placed in the chat window for our online account. Please put an online giving card in the collection plate to acknowledge your contribution. If you did not pick one up at the door, you can get one from the usher. Now, as one consciousness for prosperity, let us say together, freely I give with a feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well.
Freely I give, freely I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give, freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, I'm giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold.
And together we say, I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. Thank you, Ronnie. Announcements. Next week, we have, she calls herself, is the poolside pastor. Reverend Robin is coming up from Florida. Woohoo! Okay, to be with us. And since we had Robin the last time, she has gone through quite a change, which I'm sure she'll be sharing with us. She now has her own television show, y'all. So down in Florida, I mean, she is known. So please, when you're here with her, I'm sure she'll be happy to explain and tell you about the abundance she has. Robin went through some very challenging times since we've seen her last and has absolutely come through with an enormous amount of abundance. So walks her talk. So please, everybody, be here next week. And week after that, he has a called a course. I'm not sure what he's calling it at this point. After service, Sunday after next. So she's going to explain it.
All right. I was in Jamaica with John and Kathy at a spiritual retreat not long ago. And one of the wonderful events he offered was a songwriting session. So never written a song, you don't have any idea how to sing or write anything, please come because you'll be surprised. What he does is he starts with one phrase, puts that to music, then he goes person and just anything off the top of your head, doesn't have to be related to the first phrase, and he puts that to music and he goes around the room. He does a verse, a pre-chorus, a chorus, a bridge, and it's beautiful. The song we wrote in Jamaica was just beautiful. So it's fun, first of all, and it will let you know a lot more about how songwriters write songs.
So come and do it. I think it'll be fun to do together. We could write something about our community.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Yeah,
we're all
maybe
about
I could learn
CSL
it.
West Georgia.
Yeah.
Start thinking, guys, because it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And it is a love offering. There's no charge, but it is a love offering for John. So, and of course, I don't think there's anyone here that has not had the fabulous experience of going through a service with John Sterner. I mean, between the music and the service itself and what he has to say with us, and just John's presence. I mean, isn't it amazing? He walks into the room and it's like, whoop, it lights up. So just his aura, I think, is with us. So please join us. And then having Reverend Robin, yay. And after today's service, oh my goodness, Dorothea, that was fabulous. Just fabulous. And it is absolutely the truth. So beautiful. Thank you as always. Thursday nights here, speaking of Dorothea, she leads our group, our Thursday night book club, and it's up on behind me. I know I don't have eyes in the back of my head yet, but I know it's there. And from Frances Goebel, she is fabulous. You all know that I'm a big promoter of her. So please come join us at 7:30 on Thursday nights here in the center. And all of you who have come and joined into this whole book club thing, it's been fabulous. So please join us here at 7:30. And again, Dorothea leads it. And actually, she may lead it, but everybody contributes to it. And we all learn from each other. So please join us. Affirmative prayer treatments. We all need affirmative prayer treatments in our lives, I believe. I know I do. Over on the table are the affirmative treatment cards, and there's the white box. So if there's anything at all that you or your friends, your family, anyone, my goodness, the world, if you need to have an affirmative prayer treatment done, please fill the card out and put it in the box, because our fabulous Dorothea and wonderful Shauna Kay, our practitioners, they pick that up. And on Mondays, every Monday, if you feel a little shot of woohoo, that's because those ladies are deep into prayer for you and for your friends. So please fill it out and know that you are taken care of in the most wonderful spiritual ways, because we know spirit lives on thanks to what Dorothy was saying this morning. We all know that. And I listen to Neville Goddard in the mornings, and it was interesting because one of the talks I listened to this morning talked about faith, and here Dorothea shows up with her faith shirt on, because that's where it's all is at. And we all know that. But nothing happens without a good reason. So anybody who needs to have a little shot in the arm besides being here today, go back this afternoon and listen to Dorothea again. Go to our Facebook page because it's up, okay? Our program will be up there and you'll be able to watch it. And tune in again, because as we listen to our services on Sundays, I always know that, we hear it and we're into it for the moment, but sometimes things slip through, for me anyway. And if you go back and listen, sometimes 2 or 3 times during the week, it again is a little picker-upper, and it helps you remember things. There are times where I want to write things down, and yet I'm into the moment. If I write it down, I'll miss maybe the next thing. So go on our website, go on our Facebook page, and listen. Also, Dorothea posts single day. So if you need something in your heart and in your life, please, this is the woman. She has her fabulous Facebook page, and I don't miss it, do I, Dorothea? Every day she has something where, and guess what? Sammy never misses it either. Right, Sammy? Yes.
Sam, give him a treat, please.
He's a big promoter. All right, y'all. Visitors. I can't see behind the shit. Do we have any new visitors today? Oh, yay!
Hello.
Tell us, if you would, name and how you found us.
Yay. Great. Good to see you.
Yay! Well, isn't she worth it?
Please come back.
Please come back. Don't come back just to see her. Come back to see us all. Thank you both for coming. Oh, I couldn't. Hi. Oh my goodness. thank you, Dorothea. Thank you for coming. Social media, I kind of covered it a minute ago, but we're on everything. So please, if there's anything you need to check out and remember, go on our social pages and check us out. Closing affirmation. All right. We'd love for you all to stand together, and we'll do our closing affirmation together. And we will leave our beautiful service today with the peace song. We go forth today knowing we are God's blessing in the world. Only good comes from us. Only good comes to us. And so it is.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant. Let us walk with each other in perfect. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment